All right, everybody, good evening. Hey, we're all stuck in the house, and I'm no different than a lot of the other fish addicted people around here. And I was trying to figure out how I could add another tank or two to my already crowded fish room. And so it's a little bit tight, but I'm going to try it. We're going to see if it works. And what I'm talking about is this tank right here behind me. It's a 40 breeder on a stand, and kind of sticking it in between the open aisle area of my main part of my fish room, and hopefully it won't make it so tight that it's hard to maintain and enjoy my other tanks. But I figure, why not try it? And I got some more fish coming in from the wet spot on Tuesday, so I kind of need somewhere to put them, and this will help by making it more space. So it gives me enough time to get this thing kind of rush cycled and plants and things like that in it, and we'll see how it goes. If I don't like it, I can always take it down and move it somewhere else, right? So without further ado, here we go. So here's the tank that I'm setting up this evening, a 40 breeder on a stand, and I'll probably put a tank down below, like a 20 long or something. There's plenty of room down there, kind of like what we did with my son's guppy tank over there underneath the 20 long stand from Petco. And we'll put something down here as well to kind of make use of all the space. But this is what we're going to set up tonight. I'm going to use some Eco Complete that I've been collecting. I've got 3 or 4 bags of it stashed, and then I bought this a while back, this nice chunk of wood, and I want to work into this as well. And then I've got some rocks and things, so we'll see what I can make with this. And I've also got some crypts over here in the bucket that I've separated out, and then I've got some other crypts. I've got some see if it can focus, crypt lutea. And what other crypts do I have? This isn't a crypt, but it's boy, this doesn't focus very well. Piptospatha riddlei. And then I've got, what is this one? Okay. So I got a Hormone red tissue culture. It's a sword, I believe. And I'll be working those in there. A lot of these tissue cultures have been sitting on my shelf there for several months. So they're a little past their prime, so I'm hoping they don't just all die off as I get them in here. Hopefully we can save them. As you know, they're not cheap. show you kind of from the top. See if we can get my Osmo Pocket here to. There we go. Yeah, there we go, bird's eye view. It's a little difficult trying to do all the camera work. Michael's upstairs watching a movie and eating chocolate chip cookies. He's getting kind of spoiled. Of course, they're keto with his diabetes, but he's enjoying that. Left me all by my lonesome down here to do this video. I started setting it up and then I realized, you know, I should film this. Somebody might want to see it. Here, the tank is filling up slowly. Not quite half. A second ago, it kind of startled me. It was splashing my arm, and I was thinking I had a leak somewhere above me. Those of you that have your own fish rooms or whatever, you understand what I'm saying. You get attuned to the sound of water and, you know, splashing and things like that. And so if something's different, it certainly sets you off. And then you go looking for it because you're just thinking that you left the valve on, or, you know, you got a leak somewhere. The other night I was thinking that maybe somebody upstairs overflowed the tub or something because I was getting splashed, and looked up and it was my black cories were coming to the surface and splashing out of the tank and getting me all wet. So that was kind of funny. Sorry for the glare. One of the other projects I wanted to do is get some blackout drapes in front of the, kind of hanging down to the tank tops on these racks so that I don't get this light bleed through, because it's a real pain when you try and do videos. You kind of have to turn everything off. That's just not real practical either. Now I got to figure out what fish and stuff I'm going to put in here when the time comes. All right, the tank is full. Now we got to get filtration set up, and then we can try and figure out, Michael's down here now in the background. He's not fully dressed, so we're not going to put him on camera.
Why did you say that? Why?
He's in his boxers. Well, you know, it's like 10:36, so at night. Anyway, now we got to figure out which
Hey, Dad,
filtration and then which
I'm gonna go get
fish we're going to put in here. All right, Michael. But yeah, so now my RODI tanks are pretty much empty. I also topped off some of my other tanks with it so that I can let it go for the next day or so, because I still have to do the normal maintenance on my other tanks and water changes. It's Saturday night and Sunday are my water change nights. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this, and we'll give updates as we go along here, but I'll probably spend tomorrow, between while I'm doing water changes and stuff, I'll probably edit some. I got like 3 or 4 videos or more that I need to get out there. The editing part's what kills me. Just don't have enough time. But anyway, got to get those out to you guys so you can see them, and that takes time. So I might just cut them short. So I apologize ahead of time if some of the videos are kind of choppy or not as well produced as normal. So we will talk to you later.
Hey.
What? You want to get in the video? All right, get your shirt on. Get over there. Let me pan it out.
Just remember one
Here you go. You're on. You with the crazy hair. Okay, good.
Just remember one thing, eat, subscribe equals one cookie. One snail for cookie.
Yes. And so this is who? 3B Aquatics. Like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Who's that underneath the tank there, Michael? Step aside. What is that? That is Squeakers. Cat. He's a big boy, but he likes to jump up on the tanks at
And try to-
times. Yes.
He
I
plays
found.
with the fish. Literally, he's like smacking on the top like.
Yep, I found his footprints in the tops of the tanks. One of these days, I'm expecting
Bandits.
a splash and a frantic wet cat coming charging out of the fish room.
like, oh my goodness.
Sometimes I feel like leaving some of the tops slid open so that happens, but he's kind of smart, so it might not happen, but it would be kind of funny.
See, look at his face. He's like. Just remember, subscribe, like, and this is 3B Aquatics.
Nicely done.
And,
Squeakers.
yes, subscribe for squeakers.
So here is the 40 breeder that we set up. It's got a few more water changes on it before that water clears up. And then notice I got a 20 high underneath it, and it leaves just enough room for the filter I just got. This should fit right on the end of that tank. It's got a built-in heater in it, and then that'll filter the 40 breeder. So I'm excited to try the Ose, or I forget how you say that, but it's about as close as I'm going to get probably. I've been wanting to try one of these for a while and never really had a good excuse to get one. So we're going to try it. It's going to go right on the end of the tank over there. With the hoses going up and into the end of the 40 breeder. And I plan on just taking the hinge material out as well as the back spacer and just sliding the glass either together with the hoses on each outer side in the corners, or sliding the glass to the outside and then just using the space created in the middle for the hoses. So we'll see which one works out best. So there's the Filter Smart 200, Thermo 200 from Ose in position. As you can see, it barely fits there, but enough room. And I think based on where those pipes or hoses come out, I think that I want to do the second option, and that is separate the glass and run both of the hoses right in the center. That'll also give an unobstructed strip of surface for the light as well. So if I can maybe squeeze the hoses in between the light, we'll see. That may not make too much sense, but if you don't try, you'll never know. Sorry for all the glare. See if we can kill this glare here.